In a move that has sent shockwaves through immigrant communities and ignited a firestorm of debate, the Trump administration is poised to revoke the legal status of over 530,000 migrants who entered the United States under a Biden-era humanitarian parole program. This sweeping action targets individuals from Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela, who were granted temporary permission to live and work in the U.S. during President Joe Biden's term. The Humanitarian Parole Program. A brief overview. Initiated under the Biden administration, the Humanitarian Parole Program was designed to offer a legal pathway for migrants fleeing political instability, economic hardship, and violence in their home countries. To qualify, applicants needed a U.S.-based sponsor, had to undergo rigorous screening and vetting processes, and were required to complete vaccinations. The program aimed to provide a controlled and humane approach to migration, offering temporary relief to those in dire need. The impending revocation, what it means. According to internal documents reviewed by CBS News, the Department of Homeland Security, DHS, plans to terminate this program, thereby stripping beneficiaries of their legal status. Migrants who have not secured alternative legal avenues to remain in the U.S. may find themselves subject to deportation proceedings. This policy shift could expose hundreds of thousands to the threat of removal, upending lives and destabilizing communities. A broader crackdown on immigration. This move is part of a broader strategy by the Trump administration to dismantle temporary protections for migrants residing in the United States. Recently, the administration rescinded deportation protections for more than 300,000 Venezuelans who had been living in the U.S. under temporary protected status. TPS, a program that offers temporary refuge to individuals from countries experiencing extraordinary conditions, such as armed conflict or natural disasters. Political and legal ramifications. The decision to revoke these protections has sparked intense political debate. Republican critics have long argued that the Biden administration overstepped its authority with the humanitarian parole program, asserting that it encouraged illegal immigration and strained public resources. Conversely, proponents contend that the program provided a necessary legal pathway, reducing the number of illegal border crossings and offering a lifeline to those escaping perilous conditions. The legal landscape is also fraught with complexity. Many of the affected migrants have been in the U.S. for less than 2 years, making them potentially eligible for expedited removal, a fast-track deportation procedure that allows immigration authorities to remove individuals without a hearing before an immigration judge. This process has been criticized for its lack of due process and the potential for wrongful deportations. Community impact and human stories. The human impact of this policy shift cannot be overstated. Families who have established lives, contributed to their communities, and pursued the American dream now face an uncertain future. The fear of deportation looms large, threatening to separate loved ones and disrupt the social fabric of neighborhoods across the country. Advocacy groups are mobilizing to provide legal assistance and support to those affected, emphasizing the need for comprehensive immigration reform that balances security concerns with humanitarian considerations. They argue that revoking these protections not only endangers individuals, but also undermines America's values as a nation of immigrants. Looking ahead, as the Trump administration moves forward with its plans, the nation remains deeply divided over the issue of immigration. The revocation of the humanitarian parole program's protections marks a significant shift in U.S. immigration policy, one that will have lasting implications for migrants and the country's identity. The coming months will be critical as legal. Challenges are likely to emerge, and the affected individuals and their advocates seek pathways to remain in the country they have come to call home. The outcome of this policy change will not only shape the lives of hundreds of thousands, but also define America's approach to immigration in the years to come.